Alright, we're gonna try this again. Instead of playing the video off of YouTube that I was trying to share earlier, I'm going to play it as an MP3 that I downloaded, so there won't be the visuals that I had included from the channel's original post, but there will at least be clear audio without all of the annoying little pauses. This is, like I said, thoughts, sounds, and creative miscellany. I'm going to share with you today a video from YouTube by a channel called The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. And I enjoy the content on this channel. If you want to check it out, I included a link in the description for this podcast. And here it is.
Of all the deceptions and agendas we strive to expose, perhaps the most evasive thing to try and uncover is the parts of ourselves that we don't want to see. Far easier to fix our gaze somewhere else, anywhere else. We long to see change in the world, change in the people around us, but staying focused on allowing God to change our own hearts above all else is probably the most difficult aspect of faith in the end. At least that has proven true in my own life. It's easy to preach about forgiveness, but it's so much harder to live it out. To let go of all the ways that you've been wounded by others. To have joy in the fact that your sin was paid for at the cross, even while many of the earthly consequences of that sin might still remain. All I know is that analyzing the endless machinations of the enemy does not bring me peace. Debunking every falsehood I encounter doesn't ultimately make the demands of God's truth on my life any easier. Or finding ways to express myself creatively and have other people see and listen doesn't give me a lasting sense of worth. It's easy to convince ourselves that exposing massive deceptions, such as the lie of evolution, is the key to freeing people to see what their true value is. And while I certainly don't deny the immense breakthrough that can come when a person finally realizes that they are not the result of billions of years of random changes, not the byproduct of galactic collisions and chemical reactions, powered by mysterious invisible physical laws. But even after you step into the arena of confessing that there has to be some kind of God, some kind of creator, the questions of meaning and worth and purpose become almost more difficult than when you believed there was nothing but a cold, impersonal universe staring back at you. Because now you are exposed. Regardless of what the true realities about the cosmos and creation may be, regardless of all the questions about the shape of the earth or the mechanics of the heavens or what the building blocks of reality might be. One thing cannot be denied. We all live in a realm where the deepest corners of our hearts and every thought and action we've made in our entire lives is naked before God. It is such a simple truth, but perhaps one of the most difficult to live in on a consistent basis. Because it's either gloriously beautiful or horrifically terrifying, depending on where your heart is in that particular moment. And so while we may take great comfort or even pride in knowing that we are not just an insignificant speck suspended in a sunbeam, as Carl Sagan put it, that we aren't just hairless apes hitchhiking on a rock as it hurtles through a vast expanse of paradoxically controlled chaos, trying to find our own meaning in a meaningless universe. But I've been brought to the painful and ironic conclusion that I am still capable of embracing the same empty void, the same mindset of endlessly floating through strange nebulas of the mind in alien worlds that still lurk in my heart. This fallen world and all the lies it contains is itself an unfathomably vast universe of media to filter, evidence to weigh, narratives to unravel. And countless more lies are created every single day. Is it better to tumble down rabbit holes instead of tumbling through empty space? Do I still try to find ways to hide from God, even if I know the firmament is some kind of ceiling and not a directionless pit? Do I really find my worth in Him and Him alone, in the face of all my circumstances, in the sting of all my failures? Do I live a life being exposed before Him, caring more about the value only He can give me than all the things I cannot control or understand?
Thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoy the things that I've been sharing. If you would like to follow me on YouTube, just look up, like I said, lkisaid. Just search that on YouTube, and I do live streams there of the podcast that I am also publishing on anchor.fm. And if you go to anchor.fm backslash, like I said, you can also support the show there if you want. I think I will be also adding Patreon, trying to raise some money to keep the show going and possibly get some different equipment and stuff. And if you would like to support this project, check me out there. And you can also find me on all the other various platforms for podcasting. I'm also going to share today a song by Theological Spoon called Wildfire.